Morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social. I'm Obozeghie. Welcome to Friday. Now, Abuja to Lagos topped the Nigeria Trends table in the later hours of Thursday. This was as netizens continued to use the phrase in reaction to the announcement made by the federal government. Federal government says, like the CBN, it is not only moving some of the department of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAAN, to Lagos State, it is relocating the headquarters from Abuja to Lagos. This was contained in a memo by FAAN's MD Olubunmi Kuku requesting that the implication of the relocation is provided to the management. Now, the reason has been blamed on lack of office building space to accommodate staff here in Abuja, as they complain that they were ill-advised. That's what has been trending on the space of social media. Abuja to Lagos. Now, it was dated January 15 this year, and that's 4 days ago. Let's have some thought on this development. Usman is coming first today, and he says, from relocation of key CBN department from Abuja to Lagos to relocation of FAAN headquarters from Abuja to Lagos, remaining Federal Secretariat, Villa, and National Assembly. And then for Emmanuel, he says the National Assembly must debate on this. What are the gains of relocating the headquarters of FAAN from Abuja to Lagos? The National Assembly has to elaborately review this relocation and make sure there is no political sentiment attributed to it. No reaction is coming from Kes, who says, move NNPC to Niger Delta, move Navy headquarters to Lagos, move the whole CBN to Lagos, move customs to Lagos, move FIRS to Lagos, move parts of Aso Villa to Lagos, move the whole Abuja to Lagos, says supported. But then Madi Shehu, who is he a critic now, or I don't know, an advocate of good governance on the space of social media, is saying that CBN headquarters moving to Lagos, unfolding the master plan. 8 most important departments will be moved to Lagos under the guise of the suggestion. This is as good as moving the presidency to Lagos. In January last year, I gave a hint on it, a grand plan indeed. Oduduwa Republic in the making. Well, I'm not sure there's anything like that, even though the president at what time, before he became the president, said he didn't believe in one Nigeria. Maybe now that he has the apex seat in the country, he does believe, and there might just be no need for Oduduwa Nation. The Central Bank of Nigeria last week also announced its readiness to transfer some of its departments to Lagos State from the nation's capital here in Abuja. It has stressed that the move is to decongest the head office here for increased productivity. But then the Northern Elders Forum has some reservations with this. They are concerned that the relocation of the said key department from Abuja will cause brain drain at the apex court. And in some of their words, it says it would require significant financial investment, as the CBN will need to allocate funds for setting up new offices, purchasing or leasing properties, relocating employees, and other infrastructural requirements. This will strain the CBN's budget and divert resources away from other essential functions and initiatives. It continued to say that moving key department to Lagos may lead to a loss of skilled employees who are unable or unwilling to relocate. This brain drain could negatively impact the CBN's performance and efficiency. Well, it says, continues to say that relocation would lead to a temporary disruption in the CBN's operations. Employees would need time to adjust to their new surroundings, potentially causing delays in decision-making and implementation. So those are the thoughts of the Northern Elders Forum, and that's why they said it would have been better that everything remained here in Abuja. For Batman, it says, you want to control the bank, security, and government. You have failed, or you have enjoyed the spoils of the land legitimately and majorly through corruption. All your brothers and sisters are head of CBN and NNPC, and yet you still complain. Enough is enough. And also for Evans, it says everything should not be in Abuja. A country is not run like that. In the developed world, government establishment, agencies, and organs of government are scattered across the country. But in Nigeria, everything is situated in Abuja. No country country will ever develop with such idea. Department current Sanusi says the CBN department currently planning to move back to Lagos already have units in Lagos, so moving them again has political undertones. And for checking out who is tweeting at Ugu Joseph, he says, but what about the refinery that was taken to Kaduna rather than the oil communities? NECO headquarters is located in Niger State instead of the FCT. Almost all the international airports are in the north and Lagos. The University of Transport is in Katsina, etc. Says it would go on and on. Then Big Joe of Africa says they have moved insecurity into Abuja and they are now moving government offices out of Abuja to Lagos. First, CBN, second, FAAN. Which one is next? We saw these for who they are. That's why we fought so hard to build a movement to restore hope and sanity in government. Aluta continua. Let's have more stories at this point. The House of Representatives Committee on Public Account on Thursday asked the Ministry of Industries, Trade and Investment to refund the 75 billion naira that was allocated to it as COVID-19 intervention funds. The committee also asked the Ministry of Health to do same with the 10 billion naira meant for vaccine production that wasn't used. I mean, billions are so much in this country, but well, the directive was given to both ministries at the resumed investigative hearing on the expenditure of the COVID-19 intervention funds by the MDAs. And this was also in the news yesterday. And for Saraki, not the one that comes to your mind first, he says, will they or can they? Another user, Ebuka Unwafo, is asking, he says, is it not embarrassing, displeasing, and unsettling that public funds are embezzled by leaders who ought to lead by example? Which way Nigeria? Way forward, actually. For Chidi, he says they allocated money for the COVID-19 related palliative and failed to use it for the betterment of Nigerians. Some Nigeria politicians deserve life sentences in prison. For Chooks, it says they should not only return, they should be jailed. That lady that fed pupils with over 80 billion naira, even when schools were closed, she, Buhari, and anyone that has a hand in the fraud should be jailed. Many people died because of their wicked and selfish acts. And he says, gosh, that lady he is referring to is definitely the pioneer minister of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Sadia Umar Farouk. And of course, she is answering questions already as to how she spent the ministry's money while she held sway. And yes, congratulations to Nigeria over Super Eagles' 1-0 victory against the AFCON 2023 host nation Cote d'Ivoire in their second Group A match. Now, the team showcasing their exceptional talent, skills, and resilience over the elephant made every one of them trend independently on Thursday. Different persons had their man of the match for personal reasons, of course, but then this means that Nigeria is making progress in the competition as we are now on the verge of qualifying for the knockout phase of the 2023 AFCON Cup of Nations. I mean, how beautiful. Congratulations to everyone, Nigeria, and well done to the team for making us proud on Thursday. So that's how we call it a day and a week on Kakaaki.